Welcome to Tripping Over 60.
We're Jim and Linda Ryan, a couple of baby boomers who've caught the travel bug.
Come with us on our adventure
as we move to Wilhelmshaven, Germany, to begin a new life and a new dream.
To get to Rittergut, I spent a lot of time in airports. Chicago to Detroit, then on to Amsterdam, and then into Nuremberg. Naturally, I was delighted to see German soil as we descended over red tile roofs and sprawling forests. Yay for solid ground! We took the train, known locally as the Erzgebirgsbahn, home, and then made the brief walk up the hill to Rittergut.
For those of you who are new to this Rittergut thing, here is my parents' house in Silberstrasse, Wilhelmshaven, Germany. We have a turret up on the 3rd floor. Slate siding, which I've been told is going to have that German half-timber look once they get it all kind of back to normal. The original foundation down at the bottom. These windows in the center here are for the kitchen and the main dining area. The half-timber look is the one that's there.
First things first, lunch with Tom and his girlfriend Julia. Mom made cupcakes for the occasion, which made Tom very happy. It was such a good day, I don't know who was happier, Tom or Fritz. Charlotta is my parents' friend who lives across the street. She and her husband, Peter, invited lots of local friends, including a delightful American family, and had everyone over for a backyard barbecue. With big white tents, long yellow tables, and heaters to keep us warm into the night, everyone hit the buffet line and settled in for a tasty celebration.
This is a German meat salad, and it is excellent. It's one of my favorites.
Mom discovered that tongue is not one of her favorites. But fear not, a tasty Ritterburger beer can wash away anything.
Und das Lied kann vor allen Dingen in Deutsch gesungen werden. Zum Geburtstag.
We've shown you the highlights of Dresden before, including the beautiful Marienkirche, which was destroyed in World War II, but we wanted to take you back one more time. The square has its usually kitschy tourist attractions, complete with kitschy tourists. We checked out the famous procession of Prince's Wall, or Fürstenzug, which tells the story of the 1,000-year reign of the Witten dynasty. Then, we headed over to visit the State Opera House and the stunning former palace. Now, the palace is a top tourist attraction, offering ample opportunities to become one with the statues. All in all, we saw the best and the worst of Dresden. As we left the train station, we were reminded that the best things in life come in Rittergut squares or family portraits. Schwarzenberg is a small town up the hill from Rittergut. It's nestled in the Erzgebirge Mountains, and it dates back to the 17th century. The city and the Erzgebirge region are known for their intricate wood carvings, like birdhouses, penguins, and nutcrackers. After a brief snack, we explored the flower markets. Everyone got flowers. All in all, a delightful trip. To get a cheaper rate on my airline ticket, I flew out of Nuremberg, which is about 2 hours away by train. Nuremberg is a city made famous by the Nuremberg trials after World War II, but its history and architecture tell a great deal more. Today, Nuremberg is home to 500,000 people, and a few expat day trippers. We took a little time to sit and people watch as local Bavarians passed by, and we explored Nuremberg's cobbled streets. A visit to the house of Albrecht Dürer, Nuremberg's famous 16th century artist, offered a glimpse into the artist's work and personal life, as well as a demonstration of printmaking techniques. The museum even offers a convenient audio tour in English. Later, a walk around the old city walls offered spectacular views and a reminder of how great this city was, and still is. Dad's highlight was finding the night watchman and his keys to the city gate, almost as big as Rittergut's keys.
Well, soon the day was over and Meghan had to go to the airport and we returned to Rittergut.
With a few snivels, off I flew home to Chicago. A testament to the German Postal Service, just 2 days later, I received a postcard Mom mailed on the day I left. Wowie!
Hello, we have completed installing the door that we salvaged from upstairs. Originally, there was just an opening here that led to doors down the hallway when there was apartments here. Let us show you what it took to do something as simple as putting in a door. So we're going to start the job of putting in the front door. This is the front door that we salvaged out of upstairs. And as you can see, it's quite tall. And it's going to just barely fit widthwise in this hallway, and I've got to do some cutout for the height. So we will shove this on around. This is the opening where the new door is going to go. And you like the classy plywood that I have up here as a temporary to keep the drafts out of our flat. There's a door to the outside coming into the building, so it's not as bad as it seems. Up here you can see where I've done the layout where I've got to cut clear up to this line here. I've got to take about a 10-inch height out of it, and this wall is quite a bit wider than the door frame that was with this door. So what I've had to do is I've had to put two pieces of door frames together from the walls upstairs. We'll take you upstairs and we'll show you what I'm doing up there. Okay, we're upstairs now. This area that we're at is directly over the gathering room, and this is where the doors were salvaged from. As you can see, the lines in the ceiling where the walls were added after World War II to create the apartments. Now the problem is that the doors are not all of the same width. So I had to rework the frames. We'll go into my little workshop and I'll show you what I had to do. This darker frame is the original one that goes to the door downstairs. This one here is the second one up here that we had to cut down because it was bigger than the first one. I've set alignment pins in here and we're ready to go ahead and drop them into place as soon as we put some glue on here. We've salvaged all of this. Hopefully it's all going to work out just right. Okay, we flipped the door frames up on end and we've got clamps all the way around them and everything fit really nice. There were 14 alignment pins in it. Everything fell into place just like I knew what I was doing. How about that?
Scary, isn't it?
Yes, sometimes I scare myself. What I'm going to be doing is drilling a series of holes where I laid out for this opening from both sides and underneath. And then it'll make it a lot easier when I bring the chipping hammer in and chip out the brick that's in here for the door opening. So I have chipped the plaster off both sides of the wall here over the door. There's a double header here. I have to take this and move it up to here to support the weight of the bricks up above. Now I went ahead and I did this by hand rather than using the air compressor and the power hammer because the mortar in here is just really, really soft. And I didn't want to vibrate anything and make it weaken. So, take the bricks out, move this up. This morning, we secured the door frame to the walls and installed the door. It fits perfectly. You'll notice how big this door is. We believe it was one of the original doors from 1900. And we have found a lock that was buried in some rubble. We will try to salvage it and use it when we're all done. This thing should look like it was here from the very beginning.
Before we could hang the door, we had to do a bit more sanding, painting, and spot repairs. But finally, we were ready for the final touch.
Well, as you can see, it took a lot more work than one would think just to put in a front door. We spend a lot of time and effort trying to make things that we do look like they've always been here, even if they weren't. And I think this turned out pretty nice. Like I had said, this was originally a solid wall. The door that used to be up here on this side led to a butler's pantry, and the servants would bring the food up from downstairs. That area now is the 2 adjacent bathrooms. So we hope it looks like it's always been this way, even though it wasn't. We hope you've enjoyed seeing our travels and the work we've been doing here on Rittergut. Until next time, I'm Jim.
I'm Linda, and we're tripping over 60.